I talked to hundreds, if not thousands of restaurants, and they all have the same question. My P&L shows I'm making a ton of money, but I look at my bank account and it's not growing. Let me explain why. My name's Ryan Handel. I'm super passionate about restaurant accounting. If this isn't for you, keep scrolling. If you own a restaurant and you want to learn a little bit more about your cash flow, stick around. Your P&L is great. It shows how your restaurant performed in a given time frame. And yes, if your P&L is positive, theoretically, you should be making money. However, your P&L shows how you perform. It's not always indicative of your cash flow. If you own a restaurant that's on third-party apps like Postmates, Uber Eats, DoorDash, or the hundreds that are out there, well, they don't deposit money on a routine cadence every single day. Sometimes it's weekly. Some of them even do monthly. You host a birthday party and then you charge them 2, 3, 4 weeks later. Well, that money's not coming into your bank account until a few weeks later. That impacts cash flow, even though the sales were probably on this month's P&L. If you're buying from Sysco or you're buying from US Foods, and 1 month your accounts payable is $10,000, all of a sudden this month you decided, you know what, I'm gonna pay them back a little bit more this month, and your accounts payable drops to $6,000. That's $4,000 that comes out of your bank account and into Sysco's pocket. That has no impact on your P&L, but it has a heck of a lot of impact on your cash flow. Sales tax, depending on your state, has a variety of sequences of when you pay. You collect sales tax daily, monthly, however you do it. That's building your bank account. And then all of a sudden on the 20th, the 15th, the 24th of the following month, you have to send a bunch of money to the sales tax department in order to pay it. Tips are what we call a pass-through. Similar to sales tax, you're collecting the money daily. You're not paying it out daily. You're paying it out on this other sequence that has no impact on your P&L, but has a lot of impact on your cash flow statement. Anytime you purchase something over $2,500, we refer to it as CapEx, or it goes to the balance sheet. You buy a new water heater, you buy a new oven, you buy a new dough roller. That doesn't live on your P&L. You paid it, and it's a lot of cash that you have to pay for that item, but it's not a P&L focused activity. It is something that lives on the balance sheet. It becomes an asset that you depreciate over time. You may have taken a loan from your POS system or a loan from inKind, which is a popular thing these days, and you're paying that back weekly or daily or whatever cadence it is. And a lot of the times, especially with these loans that are usually pretty high interest, these restaurants get a grip of money at one time, $50,000 or $100,000, and then all of a sudden when the money runs out, they are still paying these loans off, and it's being deducted out of their credit card deposits on a daily basis. One of the biggest clients we have here at FIXE, one of our first clients, they've been doing over $20 million a year in sales year after year, and they've gotten very efficient on how they've ran their business. But ultimately, they have the same question. We're making money, we're dropping tens, if not $100,000 to the bottom line each month, but our bank account isn't growing. After meeting with them and diving into it, they're buying a lot of equipment. They have a brand where they have to buy large packaged goods with their logos on it, and they have a large inventory of those packaged items, right? Prepaying for those ahead of time doesn't show on your P&L, but it obviously impacts the bank account. And that's when we started uncovering, oh my gosh, you're making money, but you're spending the money just as quickly as you're getting it. There's a tendency to just look at your bank account, and the bank account would tell you if you're doing well or not, but that doesn't tell you the whole story. If you operate your business with blinders on and don't look at the entire picture, you're probably not going to be that successful. So you need to be given that true picture in a way that's easy to digest, and hopefully we can help restaurants do that.